I've made a massive error. In looking for upgrades, I added more projectiles. It turns out they come just out the sides. So we're gonna start over. Back to square one, we're looking for those ultra rare upgrades that are gonna make us unstoppable. Starting with choosing the type of weapon we want to use. Since I'm generally safer when I don't need to go near the enemies, we're gonna go with the trusty railgun. That way I can kill things from this far away. Then they're never really a problem. Plus, if we could turn this into something of a minigun, think of all the damage, because this thing is hitting hard. We should probably note now that we're doing 165 damage, 1.33 per second. We're gonna add some zeros to those numbers. Obviously in a responsible, careful way. That way we don't do anything stupid again. This does have the added benefit of some penetration. I can go through at least 3 idiots all at once. As for our shield, we're gonna try the reflect shield. It will reflect projectiles back at idiots with great force. Any shield is fine as long as it tries to keep me safe. That's a tough task for anyone. We're gonna kill the flying bananas, but mostly the big boy down there. We can hit him from all the way over here and that feels safe. Now we need to pick our hull. I'm pretty sure these two will synergize nicely. This is the Spectre. You cloak over time, becoming invisible to enemies. Then when we pop out of invisibility, 300 weapon damage. Yes, so we get damage simply for leveling up, regardless of what upgrades we pick. Now we're fighting the big spiky Pokeballs. And we already got another upgrade. Those are coming in quick because we're in the early game. Right away we got magnitude, increased projectile size, damage, and blast radius. And that can build up to charged shot, it looks like, if we get enough pieces. Plus that can turn in with discharge to turn into a super mod. We'll worry about those later. For now, we're just going to worry about things like payload, greatly increased weapon damage. That can eventually turn into antimatter rounds. So the damage seems to have gone up considerably so far. That's perfectly fine by me. We're already up to 239. We're actually slowed down a little bit on the fire rate. But you don't need to fire a lot when you're one-shotting things. After killing those things, we're already ready for another upgrade, so we'll do that momentarily. I just need to get myself to a safer spot. That way I don't exit the menu and die immediately. Actually lost my shield from running into something there. Look at all the choices we have. Velocity is good because it's going to increase my shot's velocity, which is its speed, and it also gives us just a little bit of damage. We clearly didn't have enough damage. Rapid fire also sounds fun. Simply 15% rate of fire. That puts us back up to slightly faster than where we started. So we'll make the enemies disappear quicker. There's also a big challenge in this game. The longer enemies last for, the more they start to build up. It gets really dangerous really quickly. So we're better off just to kill them ASAP. Kind of like aiming for a hole-in-one in golf. It just makes sense. Okay, this is the first boss. We hit him with a crit to start, I think. He's a big scary star who fires slow-moving projectiles every once in a while that explode into ghost worms. They're not a big threat to us as long as we steer clear of them. One more shot for him and he's dead. Then his baby too. I'm gonna get efficiency, grants improved regeneration and shield cooldown while you're not firing. So if we get into trouble, we can just do that. We'll go invisible and regenerate quickly. I do forget I have the invisibility thing, mostly because I'm just in a hurry to kill things. I really should have got more like a bloodlust trait. But we can always fall back on that. We get into trouble, we go invisible like this, because then when we pop invisibility, big damage. We're hitting for well over 1,000. Even partial invisibility matters, like we slowly fade into the background. Currently the enemies can't see us at all, but we can hit them and one-shot them when we pop out and say hello. There is something here, causes global damage to increase as your speed does. So if we get faster, we'll deal more damage, and that can have a super mod we haven't unlocked. We gotta find that later. But for now, we're gonna enjoy our damage increase. That feels wildly unnecessary now, but that's exactly the point. This guy brought a shield, we'll just go right around that and murder him. I think this is actually bonus experience. If I can knock all those blocks into smaller pieces, yep, that's actually experience and armor fragments. We've also found a rare wild mod, Bravado. Improves your body gear base stats and powers, causes enemies encountered to always be elites or champions if possible. I don't want to deal with that yet. We need to be stronger before we're going to take that. We're going to take Defiance. Provides plating, recoil resistance, and self-damage resistance. That's the big one. Because this might come as a shock to most of you, but I damage myself a lot. That was a bit more of a... That might have been an elite or a champion or whatever. We one-shotted it. So we're doing lots of damage so far. We don't have that much durability, though. That's sort of our problem. So we managed to build up to this super mod. Your projectile can screen wrap once. So if we miss, it's going around off the edge of the map back on to hit something. And in order to get there, we need snipe. Projectiles deal more damage the farther they've traveled. So if we get screen wrapped, they'll do extra damage because of how far they went. We just hit that guy for 2,000 damage. Base damage is 322, but again, that depends on how far away things are. We're doing like 500 damage across the screen. And I generally like to keep my distance anyway, because I don't know what enemies do and we're not that tough. So anything that hits us is going to hurt a lot. Next, we're going to add Incendiary Strike. Targets hit by a weapon are ignited for 50% of the damage. So we're hitting really hard, so they're just going to slowly burn with remaining damage, like that guy. I see a health bar, so we're going to start lighting this idiot on fire. We're hitting for many thousands of damage. We've already knocked off actually quite a bit of their damage, but I need to get on the inside. The best part of a donut is always on the inside. Okay, once we took care of those, we just got to get up here. We're going to sacrifice a hit. Now we just got to shoot the light bulbs. Once the light bulbs are dead, that one even just burned to death really quickly. Not sure what's happening now. That hurt a little bit. That's okay. Things are still burning to death. So yeah, we just got to hit that one more light bulb and then he'll be really weakened, while also avoiding the purples. That definitely hurt my shield, but we're getting back on track. There we go. So this thing is just about dead. And it was just that easy, thanks to our burning damage. Do we hit him on the inside? What hurts more? It probably hurt me more to hit me on the inside. Well, the boss thing is dead, and now we're onto little alligator ships. Let's turn up our burn damage, because that does seem to be doing a lot. 20% burn. So when you hit big things that don't die the first time, they will probably burn to death shortly thereafter. And I feel like I'm at my best when I'm burning things. Next, I'm going to get adaptive armor. It causes you to gain armor stacks, something. We can gain stacks of armor, and we're more damage resistant. I feel like damage is sitting pretty good, so we could definitely get a little bit of toughness now. We've mostly been skating by and not getting hit by things. Oh, we definitely want to kill this. Let me get in front of it so we can kill it all. Got it. Okay, now we just gotta destroy the little pieces and the chompers. Okay, those are all dead. See, damage is fine. We need toughness. We just burned that thing's shield to death. I didn't even mean to kill that. I just shot its shield for fun, and it slowly burned. We killed an entire shield in one shot. Next, we're gonna take regeneration. We have 40% hull regeneration, so if we take damage, it puts itself back on very quickly. See, I could just burn right through their shields. The burning is actually really helpful with this. Okay, we got some kind of elite, so we'll just go ahead and give him one of those. Dead. I like when fire seizes me once in a while. I just shoot them. They're just floating sea mines. They don't do anything. Here's a simple one I want. Enhanced shield effect radius and shield effect power. That's just bigly helpful. Plus, I'm pretty sure that synergizes with another one to potentially make a super mod. And we still haven't found any super rares, but we will. I feel like even if we're not killing things on the first hit, they do burn to death shortly thereafter, so this is really a fun build. This one is also going to help. Your weapon projectiles splinter into weaker projectiles when destroyed. So when we hit something, it's going to fan out a bunch of smaller projectiles, so now we're basically at an AoE effect. Whoops, didn't mean to hit that, but you can see we're killing things nearby. We don't actually have to hit everything anymore. They'll get hit, they'll get the splinters, then they'll also burn to death. The maximum durability of shields is also going up. We haven't really lost our shields that many times yet, but enemies are definitely going to get stronger. Those ice cream jellyfish are definitely tough. Wave 60, so we got us a boss fight, who we're just going to go ahead and destroy with our firepower, and not touching the pink doom. It also seems to have a thermal lance. It doesn't turn it very quickly, so as long as we're circling it like this, yeah, it's already down to almost half health. And we can just keep our distance way over here fairly safely. Not sure where these came from, but we'll go ahead and just go to the other side of the map then. Then we can shoot it from over here. Wow, that's a lot of projectiles. Okay, got it. So we gotta kill these things too. That's also a black hole that I need to stay away from. Black holes are the #1 defeater of me in this game. Mostly because, ow, you can just fly into them and then you're dead. The boss is almost dead though, which is great because I haven't really been taking it that seriously. Got it. This one's interesting. Armor stacks improve regeneration. So the more armor you have, the more it regenerates. That also boosts my shield, so that's actually a really good single upgrade. I definitely just rebounded that guy's projectile back at him, so that was fun. Look how big our shield thing is. I didn't realize it. What is this? Okay, well, we rebounded those or whatever shot those. Oh, there's an enemy hiding off the edge of the map. It was a long gap in what was happening. I thought the game broke on me. This would probably be annoying under different circumstances, but given the amount of damage we do and stuff, I can mostly just still not take it that seriously and defeat everything. In fact, with all of our splintering, the more enemies on the map might make it easier for us. Here come a bunch more sea mines in space. They're no problem to take care of as well. This is what I'm not sure of, but we're going to take it. Adds burst fire, increases rate of fire. So we're going to fire 2 shots at once plus 7% rate of fire. But firing 2 times at once, it feels pretty good so far. Like we're firing less bursts, like it takes a second to fire the next burst along. But we're doing so much damage with each shot that it's perfectly fine. Here we got a big thing coming in. There's a black hole behind it, so I got to be really careful not to go near the black hole. Wonder if I can push that thing into it. Oh, probably. Oh, don't go near that. Did he just get black holed? I think he got black holed. The problem with this is you get like, once you try and get out of the gravity pull, you go shooting out and then you circle the map and end up getting in the black hole anyway. But I think the big thing got black holed. We're mostly just fighting a lot of space snakes at this point. It doesn't feel particularly challenging with this build, because I have so much penetration I just shoot all the way through it. Here's a fun one, Warpath. Grants a stacking buff to rate of fire and speed when you destroy enemies. So that's more the rampage thing I was talking about. So the more things we kill, the more damage we do. and therefore the more things we kill, and that's just going to stack up till it's at max benefit. Not that we need a lot of help with that, but you can never have too much damage. This build is so good so far though that I really don't have to use my strongest ability, which is my invisibility. But it is having an effect because I forget I have it, so then but I also don't fire for long periods of time. And then I can go like that, so the enemies will just lose sight of me, and then they're no threat at all. I fire, do big damage, and repeat. This is going to be a bit of a gamble. Causes the next recursive wild mod you choose to be gained an additional 2 times. So we're going to get extra effect on our next one, so hopefully it's a good one. Okay, we got a few bigger things coming in. One of it is an idiot with the shield. Another is another thing that's a little bit hard to hit. Luckily our velocity is high enough that we can't be dodged. We also cut that ship in half, and then we destroyed the jellyfish. I can't wait to have my next mod. Okay, we got Warbringer, so we'll just go ahead and go around. It looks like a cauliflower. Cauliflower ship, we're just going to sit behind and shoot. Whoops, try not to hit its children, not physically. It's pretty slow, so we can just sit here and probably mostly burn it to death. It is obviously pretty tough because we're having trouble doing tons of damage to it. We got to sort of shoot our way through the landmines. There we go. They were enough been built up. We had a bit of a chain reaction. That made it easier. Okay, here's a good one because we had the extra effect from the last one. So we're going to get ×3 of this. ×1 maximum wild mods offered when upgrading, so we're going to get lots of choices. +1 reroll, we get 3 of those instead. We're investing in our future. We just took a lot of damage to our shield, so I probably shouldn't get hit for a minute. Just one more minute. Okay, our shield is gone. I gotta let that recharge. There it is, shield is back, and that thing is falling apart on us. We'll take care of this guy because he's going to shoot back. Whoopsie doopsie. That's okay. We're fine. We got to shoot that thing a couple more times and we're done. That's really the best part about having things burn. I can hit them every once in a while and they'll just slowly take damage over time just like that. Remember this? This was like an early level boss. Now it's just a random enemy who's actually still fairly tough. Not going to be a lot of problem defeating this, but should be a good amount of experience. The next upgrade I just took, I sort of took accidentally, but it's just an increase to my burst fire. I might fire 3 bursts now, but it does increase my rate of fire also. So for a guy like this, we can go invisible, show up every once in a while. He's dead. We'll go invisible again. They have no idea where we're at, and then we can just do that and ambush them. Same thing we'll do here slightly until I figure out what it is I'm fighting. Then we can disappear for a moment. Because there's starting to be a lot of projectiles building up on the screen, and we're definitely got some durability, but we can't smash into everything on the map. We did find our first super mod. This just 5% improved damage, velocity, projectile size, spread, blast, radius, rate of fire. Why would we not take that? We get an awful lot of upgrades, and there's really no downside. Our damage is 342. Okay, we gotta fight one of these big guys. They've lost sight of us though because we've gone invisible. I went right into its thruster burn thing, but oh, this will be easy. It's almost dead already. At least I thought it was. As long as we stay somewhat to its side, we're fine. It shoots fire out behind it, but if we're either beside it or way out behind it, it can't hurt us anyway. We can actually get the shots right into its core now. No, we've cut it in half. It's probably quite vulnerable at this point, so we'll just finish it off. It actually does have quite a bit of HP. I just noticed its health bar at the top now, finally. We're going to take stabilization, grants the ability to stabilize on command, or reverse thrust. I think that this means I can actually like slow myself down. Because so far I've just been going, like once you start going forward, momentum takes you wherever it's going to take you. Starting to get some new enemies showing up. These guys are obviously a little bit armored on the front, but we should be able to punch right through them eventually. Wow, that one's actually quite tough. Got him eventually. There's a few upgrades here I would like. The best of which is probably ultra rare wild mod. The battlefield gets bigger, but we take more damage. But we also do more damage. Because the further we can see, the further we can shoot. The further we can shoot, the more damage we do. Okay, got 2 of these shielded weirdos. We one-shotted both of them. Got it. We had this exact scenario earlier. There was just less jellyfish. So we'll go ahead and take them all out in one shot. This is wave 100 already? That went so quick. This thing's going to be able to do some damage to me if I let it. So we got to be careful where we're going. If we keep our distance, we'll be... don't get hit by that. We gotta keep circling right now. It also spawned a drone. But that's okay. We can kill anything it's gonna launch at us fairly promptly. Then we'll get right back to damaging, burning it to death. Whoops, shouldn't have hit that. We might have to go invisible here for a sec to let her self-recharge. Better safe than sorry. As soon as we get hit, I think we'll come out of that, but we managed to hit both of them, so that's something. Got that thing dead. And back to killing this. It's already 1/3 dead. If we had to just focus our damage on it, it might already be dead. Should we go for 4 layers of burst? Every time we do this, we do get increased rate of fire. So let's try that. Now when we hit something, extra damage. Yeah, that's fun. It's starting to feel like a machine gun. But it does massive amounts of damage with every bullet. It's hard to land all 4 on a boss this small, but we'll get there. This is perfectly fine. Now we're on easy street. Got him dead, and all that experience. Rate of fire is up to 1.55 per second, so that is climbing. And if the bonuses simply work off percentages, like the higher those go, the more each 5% is going to mean. Okay, we got some kind of new beetle thing coming in. That thing also has a shield, not sure what that is. There's a lot of mystery things on the map. We're getting bounced around really badly. We're going to have to kill this beetle thing because there's a lot going on and I'm getting overwhelmed. It can see me. Like, I should be somewhat invisible here. I should be all the way invisible, and for some reason that doesn't matter. So, you know, we'll just go ahead and... Whoop, don't touch that. Things are definitely getting intense, these waves. My shield is actually gone right now. We're going to go invisible to hopefully put that back on. There's another ultra rare wild mod. It can give us 2 levels. We're going to become larger, but we lose a lot of other stuff. I don't know if I want that. 2 levels isn't worth that. Let's take Defiance. We're going to get plating, recoil resistance, self-damage resistance, resistance to whatever that one is. And then we'll get right back to the murdering. There's a lot of things on the map right now. We're going to try and pull them side to side so I can shoot them from way far away, kind of like that, and have a chain reaction happen. Okay, my shield is gone again, so we're going to go invisible, let that come back. Enemies are going to pile up for a second, but that's going to be okay, because as soon as we start going again, big chain reaction. Wave 110, was hoping for something special. Instead we got space worms. Lots of space worms at that. That was a real big chain reaction, though. I think we just killed those entire ones. Let's take Improve Maximum Hull. We're starting to take more damage, so I'd feel better if I knew I could take just a little more abuse before dying. Wave 115 is Fiery Idiots that die very quickly. Perfect. Just what I always wanted. Oh, one more for this one. And that guy's got a bit of a protector around him. Didn't do him much good because our damage is just too much. Ooh, they're lining up for me. I love it when they do this. What is that thing? Oh, I think that's the boss. Wave 120. That's definitely the boss. Ooh, he's got a lot of HP. We've taken off 3% of his health. So each one of our salvos is like 1%. So we're going to be very careful in dealing with this gentleman. Wow, that was a lot of damage for us. Okay, don't touch him. Probably also a bad idea. Got it. So I think he's going to come back down with that. If we sit over here, are we safe? Can we sit in the corner? Yeah, this debate will be safe. Got it. He can also lunge at us. Also got it. And that was the... I don't know his attacks, so I'm a little... Yeah, we gotta stop getting hit by asteroids for one. And him. Wow, we're almost dead. We gotta recharge. We gotta sit here and go invisible, let things build up. Okay, I think we're back. Luckily... Oh, that's a black hole, isn't it? Don't touch that. Okay, we're still good. We've knocked him down like 30% HP. It's really hard to dodge when I don't know what these things do. We can sit probably way up here in the far corner from him though and just rain damage down on him. That's probably our best bet right now because he can burn. Don't love how he's disappeared on us. Okay, good. He's back. We'll just try and keep as far away from possible as we can because he's leaking electricity. That hurt. Not sure what that was. Don't love this situation. How do I get out of here? Okay, got it. He can trap us. Okay, so we gotta be... Uh-oh, we're being pinballed. That's not good. Okay, I think we're okay as long as that stops happening. We're being pinballed. Okay, I gotta go invisible again. We're just gonna kite his shots out for a sec so we can rebuild our shields. We'll sit way down here. His HP is getting low. It's a shame we missed with some of those. And I didn't realize he's already spawning smaller enemies, so let's get rid of some of those. He's spamming that. I think if we're up here, we'll take less damage. He's getting low on HP. We could probably just fire through this now. Yeah, I think if we just spam him with damage, I think we can just tank through this last little bit if we have to. That was close. Luckily, we have just enough thrusters to get out of the way. His burning. He took a lot of burning damage. He's going to die with this one. Got him. That leaves us with a cutscene in space. We flew into the space flower, and I have no idea what's happening, but hopefully it's big rewards. Well, we unlocked endless mode, and that's something we could turn on. We did 3 million damage.